I've never met Mr. Eminem, and was pretty painful as an artist to another artist. And it's sad. He should be ashamed of himself, what he's doing.
Here we have the legendary Michael Jackson expressing how uncomfortable he feels hearing the lyrics from Just Lose It directed at him.
Now I'm gonna make you dance, get your chance. Yeah, boy, shake that thing. Whoops, I mean girl, girl. Girl, you know you're my world.
The music in the video is a parody of Michael Jackson, referencing allegations made against him around 30 years ago. The most well-known scandal in his career happened in 1993, when he was accused of abusing a 13-year-old boy. What upset Michael the most was the final scene, which shows him sitting on a bed surrounded by young children. He asked all music television channels to take the video off the air, warning that he would sue Eminem if they refused. In the end, only one channel, Black Entertainment Television, agreed to remove it. The song also makes fun of MC Hammer, Madonna, and other celebrities, but Eminem is able to diss even himself.
From Infinite down to the last relapse album, he's still shitting whether he's on salary, paid hourly.
In his song Not Afraid, he mentioned his album Relapse, which in his opinion was very mid.
You said you was king, you lied through your teeth. For that feelings, instead of kidding, crown your kidding.
But that's just the beginning. Apart from rappers, ordinary celebrities also came under fire. He dissed Pamela Anderson, who was considered a symbol of the 90s.
Pissed off and ripped Pamela Lee's tits off and smacked her so hard I knocked her clothes backwards like Chris.
Or how much he likes Jennifer Lopez.
Singer in showbiz to be Jennifer Lopez, but I don't give a if this chick was my own mother. I'd still with no rubber.
And he's got plenty of disses like that. So let's go over some of them, briefly and to the point.
Diss some people in the new single.
Some.
Yeah.
I've never met these people. You know what I mean? So these aren't like personal attacks on their character or anything like that. It's kind of like picking names out of a hat. And if your name rhymes with something good, or you know what I mean? Then
one of the most famous rappers in the world fell in love only once, and it happened when he was young. That's when he met Kim Scott, who would later become his wife. Their dramatic relationship and public controversies turned them into one of the most well-known couples in the rap world. After their wedding and the birth of their child, the relationship began to fall apart. Things got worse each day, and neighbors started complaining about their constant arguments. Eventually, the situation escalated to the point where the family was forced to leave the house. After the breakup, Eminem wrote a love song, but it was delivered in a brutally intense way. In the lyrics, he expresses violent thoughts toward her new partner, and even the child, using extreme imagery to convey the depth of his anger and twisted sense of love.
God, I hate you! Oh my God, I love you!
The rapper talked about writing the song, and here's what he says. I should have finished it back in '98 when I put out my first album. I wrote the song when Kim and I weren't together. We broke up at that time. It was the end of '98. I remember watching a movie once that inspired me to write a love song, but I didn't want to do a basic love song. It had to be some kind of perverted shit. Although I don't remember what kind of movie it was, I do remember how upset I was about our divorce. I really wanted to pour my heart out, but still, I wanted to scream. I did the vocals in one take, and I conveyed the mood that I had during our fight. Eventually, they reconciled and got back together. But during one of his concerts, Kim was in the audience and saw how he performed a particular song. He used an inflatable doll to represent her, and the crowd responded positively. Kim was deeply hurt by the performance and went home in distress, where she attempted to harm herself. But thank God, she survived. It's no secret that Eminem hates his father for leaving the family when he was just born. Marshall Bruce Mathers, better known under the name Eminem, throughout his life did not hide that he had a complicated relationship with his dad. At certain periods of his life, this relationship didn't exist at all. He reflected it all in his work.
My father too. I actually learned a lot from you. You taught me what not to do. I wonder if he even kissed me goodbye. No, I don't. On second thought, I just wished he would die.
Eminem shared in an interview that when he was a child, he used to write letters to his father and leave them with his mother. But every letter came back stamped, returned to sender. His father later claimed that his ex-wife never let him see his kids. He passed away in 2019 from a heart attack. Eminem not only dislikes his biological father, he also hates his stepfather, who beat his mother in front of his eyes. He also dissed his mom because of her love for drugs.
Doubt my mom does more than I do. I told her I'd grow up to be a famous rapper.
Mom, love Valium and lots of drugs. That's why I am like.
Things escalated to the point where Debbie took him to court, suing for $10 million over defamation. In the end, she was awarded just $25,000. A few years later, Marshall released a song dedicated to his mother, where he offered an apology.
Beat is heavy as yours, but I love you, Debbie Mathers. Oh, what a tangled web we.
And if you think that's all, then you're wrong. His stepbrother and sister also got some handed to them.
Brother and sister who never seen me or even bothered to call me until they saw me on TV.
Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their rap.
Eminem can't stand most new rappers. In the song Ringer, he took shots at all mumble rappers.
Punk, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game, pick a name. You heard rumblings, I heard you wanna rumble. Like an empty stomach, I heard you mumbling, but it's jumbled and mumble jumble.
According to Eminem, mumble rap is monotonous and stupid. The songs of the new school rappers are all the same, and no one listens to what they're really saying. It's useless to work on text and come up with unique rhythmic patterns. No one cares about rhymes, and artists use the same mumble flow.
She says I am trash, but she listens to Tekashi. Bitch, you lost me, yeah.
The conflict with Limp Bizkit started when they backed out on Eminem at the last minute. At first, Marshall had issues with Everlast and asked the band to join him in a diss track. They agreed, but later changed their minds just before the release. Eminem didn't take it well, and responded by calling them out in his song, Girls.
I'm telling you right now, Limp Bizkit. Now I'ma be real was real.
Now just listen to the confidence with which he speaks about the whole situation.
This Limp Bizkit is because they're little girls.
In response, Lethal called him a complete asshole and told the press how the band once helped them when he was unable to provide for his family. Years later, however, Fred Durst stated that despite everything, he loves M and his talent, and still doesn't understand what happened back then. About the beef with Everlast, it all goes back to 2000, when Eminem and Everlast met in a hotel lobby. They had their paths crossed before, hitting the same stage and working on the same soundtrack for Arnold Schwarzenegger's End of Days. But that night, something went wrong and resulted in one of the earliest documented feuds in hip-hop.
I went to say, hey, what's going on? He kind of just gave me the look like, whatever.
I wasn't sure if it was him. I wasn't gonna come up and go, oh my God, Everlast.
It all started with this song.
Cock my hammer, spit a comment like Haley. A buck of 380 on ones that act shady.
Just basically sent him a message like very nonchalantly and subliminally, like knowing he would pick up.
These lines from the song provoked Eminem to reply with the track I Remember.
Try to pump a 380 on those that act shady. Tell me now what you gonna do.
Then Everlast released an even harder diss.
Slim Shady, please act up. Get smacked up, get your eyes blacked up. With your candy ass name, you're a candy ass.
Slim Shady impressed Everlast with the track Quitter, in which he tore him to shreds, both on a personal and professional level.
Wife, but at least I got a bitch you gay. You claim to be a Muslim, but you Irish white.
After a while, Everlast gave an interview in which he said that the track from which it all started should never have been released in the first place. He didn't even know that Marshall's daughter's name was Haley. He admitted that he was ashamed, because at that time, he himself had 2 children, and could not act in that way. In the Vibe magazine, Eminem said that everything with Everlast was over, and that he could have handled the situation better in some instances.
From the land till I die, till I die.
Since we've already recalled M's daughter multiple times in this video, then I suggest we go over Eminem's recent beef with MGK. Before the conflicts, MGK called Eminem's daughter hot on Twitter. Eminem dissed MGK in the song Not Alike, where he ridiculed his lyrics, personality, and mentioned his tweet about Haley.
Who the you are, Kelly? I don't use sublims, and sure as don't sneak this, but keep commenting on my daughter.
MGK surprised everyone by releasing Rap Devil, where he made many statements, including that Eminem allegedly asked Diddy to interfere with his career.
I'm called Kamikaze, so that means him. Already one rapper's girl this week, don't make me call Kim.
Everyone was in complete shock that MGK had the courage to diss the hip-hop legend, but it didn't take long for him to reply.
Iggy ho, you about to really blow, Kelly. They'll be putting your name next to John, next to Benzino. Die, motherfucker. Like
Dissed him. The reason I dissed him is actually a lot more petty than that. I'm the greatest rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45 or whatever he said, right? Give a f about your career.
And that's all for today. The moral of the story? Never mess with the rap god, or you'll end up in serious trouble. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.